Hello, my name is Rye and welcome back to the channel. I hope that you're all having another amazing day, and as you saw with the title, this is part 3 in going over Set 1's monster cards for Battle Cores TCG. Make sure to like, subscribe, share, comment, do all the YouTube stuff. Check out the description for the official Instagram for Battle Cores, as well as a link to the GameCrafter.com where you can buy these cards if you want to support me. And that's about it. Let's go ahead and get on into it. The first card that we're going over today is Bimo. Bimo is a price 1/1/1 Dark Beast type. Bimo's effect says, this card can't be attacked by earth monsters. Very interesting. Now the main downside for Bimo is that it pretty much only does what it says on the box. Its typings don't really leave a ton for support capabilities or potential, and its effect just says what it says. This card can't be attacked by earth monsters, which earth monsters are not super amazing in set 1. Now, if more earth monster support comes out in later sets, and that causes players to start making like whole decks made out of just earth monsters, then sure, throw in a Bimo, just say, nah, screw you to your whole game plan, because you just can't attack me. Go for it. But that's not the case in set 1, I'll go ahead and let you know, and because of that, it's not anything crazy, but again, it's just another cheap beast type that you can throw in if you really want to make that solo beast type deck work or whatever, you know, spamming out Call the Beast whenever you get a chance. Anyway, like I said, Bimo is nothing crazy, but it definitely could be a lot worse. There we go. On to the next card, and that is Ori Drown. The second archetype for the game, Ori. And we're starting off with Ori Drown, like I said. Ori Drown is a price 4/4/2 water scream type, with the effect Startup. So when this card is summoned, Startup, search one Ori monster from the deck or ground zone. Alright, this is a high priced card for those stats. Those stats are not super great. And the water typing is not good in set 1, as I've said 1,000 times already. It has no support, it doesn't have anything going for it, it doesn't have any unique little niche that helps it stand apart from whatever other type. It's just kind of there. And then the Scream type only really matters for one card in set 1. And if I can find it, that card is Crazed Mask. Crazed Mask is a price 3 item card that gives +5/+0, which is crazy. And then it says, if the equipped card isn't a Scream type, then when attacking, flip a coin. Heads, you choose the target of this attack. Tails, the opponent gets to choose. And so, it's a literal gamble on everything that's not a Scream type. But if you are a Scream type, like in the case of Ori Drown, then looky there, you just gain +5 for no downside. But that's if you even get to attack, and on a 2 armor monster, it's not super likely to happen. The startup effect is definitely nice, it's just kind of the same effect as Wuggletez, but instead of for alien types, it's for monsters from the Ori archetype. And on such a high price monster, it means that you don't get a ton of use out of this. I will give you a hint, you get a lot more use out of it later on, starting just with the start of mini set 1 actually. but as of set 1, it's not anything crazy or super amazing, to be honest with you. So I'm going to go ahead and go on to the next card. And the next card is Ori Quake. Ori Quake is the second monster in the Ori archetype for set 1, and the only other Ori monster in the Ori archetype for set 1. It's a very small pool of cards, and it kind of just stays that way. Only ever really gaining 1 or 2 monster cards per set. But anyway, it is a price 3, 1/3 Earth Scream type monster with the effects Defender and Elusive. Elusive I've already gone over in the last video when talking about Ghost Flame, but Elusive functions just like Magic the Gathering Flying, where you can only be attacked by other monsters with Elusive, and if a card has Defender, then they can only, or then Elusives can only be blocked by Defenders with Elusive. Now let's go into what Defender does. Defender trades out your normal attack, your once per battle phase attack, for the opportunity to block. How blocking works is you basically just redirect one attack of your choice to the Defender. It is once per it is a once per battle phase thing, just like attacking, but you can do it on the opponent's turn, obviously. And yeah, you just get to say no to one of the opponent's attacks and, you know, soak it up with something else. And the fact that this is an elusive monster means that you also get to block other elusives, helping you to deal with them, and with its just 1 point higher than literally no power means that it can actually take them out, since the only other elusive card in set 1 is Ghost Flame, and it only has 1 armor. So you're able to take it out and deal with it pretty easily, since you comfortably survive the hit with 1 armor, and once your next turn rolls back around, then your armor will reset back to 3. So you can very comfortably deal with it, and also because you're an elusive, then other cards cannot target you just for normal attacks. So you really do get to just choose what you decide to block. So Ori Quake is, well, as of set 1, it's a better card than Orie Drown, even though Orie Drown becomes better later on. Like I said, as of set 1, it's the better card, and it actually fulfills a pretty unique niche that nothing else can really fulfill, being one of, I'm pretty sure, just 2 defenders, and the only main deck defender for set 1. Defenders like elusive, where it's one of the rarer type, or one of the rarer effects to have. But anyway, on to the next card, and that will be Alaro. Alright. Alaro is a price 5, 1/6 light scream type monster with the effect Startup. So when this card is summoned, send 1 card back to the owner's hand, and not a part of the startup effect, a separate part of its effect says that it can hit elusives. Yeah, that's really interesting, actually. It is a non-elusive that can hit elusives. That's the only other way to be able to attack elusives with your monsters, is if they are just able to hit them. So being able to bounce a card back to the owner's hand when summoned, as well as being able to hit elusives even if it's just coming off of 1 power, is not bad. Its stats are a little strange for a price 5. You would expect something a little bit better, but it could be worse. It's definitely a very interesting card, being one of the less seen cards in all honesty, just because of its limited usability and its extreme lack of support. But it does have one thing going for it, and that is that it is the best target for Crazed Mask, actually, funny enough. Which, like I said before, price 3 item card gives +5/+0, so an additional 5 power. And if you're a Scream type, then it has no drawback, so you can just turn this thing into a 6/6. A price 5/6/6, so that's pretty cool. That can hit elusives. So anyway, I've had some fun slapping Crazed Masks onto Alaro just because it looks like something that would wear it, but yeah, there's not a whole lot else to say about Alaro. And that's the last card that we're going to be going over for today, so I hope that you all have a blessed day, and fare thee well.